The Report of Vice President team is in Minsk, the capital of Belarus. We're here to cover the agenda of the Eurasian Economic Forum and the EAEU summit. The head of state will take part in the plenary sessions of both of these events. We will provide you with exclusive details as well as first-hand insights from behind closed doors. So let's get started. Now you see the president of Kazakhstan, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, has arrived in Minsk, the capital of Belarus. He is welcomed, warmly welcomed here in Minsk by the officials of this country. We know that he will attend the Fourth Eurasian Economic Forum and participate in the EAEU summit this year. Belarus holds the chairmanship of the official bodies of the EAEU organization, providing a platform for the leaders of the member states to discuss and to address the current agenda. We're now at the Bell Expo territory, the venue hosting the Fourth Eurasian Economic Forum, held under the theme Strategy for Eurasian Economic Integration, Outcomes and Prospects. Here you can see the exhibition displaying the flagship models of Belarusian equipment from Ministry of Industry, Ministry for Emergency Situations and Ministry of Defense. But the most prominent exhibit, I think, is here, Belarus mining dump truck with a 450 tons of payload capacity, the world's largest mining dump truck. All this equipment will be presented today to the high-level participants of the event, including Kassym-Jomart Tokayev.
This machinery is unique due to its universal hydraulic adapters that allow for quick and easy switching between around 30 different attachments, making it suitable for year-round use across various industries.
Уважаемые дамы и господа, президенты Республики Беларусь, Республики Казахстан, Кыргызской Республики, Республики Куба.
The president emphasizes the role of the Eurasian Economic Forum as a significant platform for meaningful dialogue. In his speech, the head of state notes the prospects for the development of digital technologies and trade between the EAEU countries. Speaking about the increasing competition in the field of artificial intelligence, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev underlines that the Eurasian Economic Union has a historic chance to join this global process.
На мой взгляд, важно своевременно использовать окно возможностей, чтобы упрочить нашу роль в формирующемся цифровом миропорядке.
In my view, it's important to make timely use of the window of opportunity to strengthen our role in the emerging digital world order. Without a doubt, artificial intelligence brings with it challenges typical of any technological revolution. These include risks such as unequal access to technology, the reduction of traditional jobs, and limitations on digital sovereignty, including growing dependence on global digital monopolies. I believe that the Eurasian Economic Union should take the lead in this process, or, at the very least, ensure it doesn't fall behind.
The Eurasian Economic Forum is now underway. You can see the head of state, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, joined the panel session and is sitting among the presidents of the EAEU member states, as well as the leaders of countries, observers and partners of the EAEU. Earlier, during the panel session, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev delivered his speech touching upon the issues of bilateral cooperation within the framework of EAEU, as well as share the achievements of country in digitalization and AI.
I believe that Kazakhstan is a well-known advocate of multilateral diplomacy. The SIGA is a product of Kazakhstan's diplomacy. Eurasian economic integration has also always been highly relevant to Kazakhstan's interests. That is why I think Kazakhstan's role is hard to overestimate. and the message of openness conveyed by all international organizations initiated by Kazakhstan is in many ways a reflection of the openness of its foreign policy.
Now we can see the head of states, President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, has arrived at the residence of the President of Belarus to take part in this session of the Supreme Eurasian Economic Council. Now it's time for the heads of the EAEU member states to discuss the prospects for further development of economic integration within the EAEU market. Following the meeting in a narrow format, now the heads of the EAEU member states, joined by the leaders of observer in the partner states, discuss further increasing cooperation in such key areas as industry, transport and logistics, agricultural sector, digitalization and AI. It's also announced that next year, Kazakhstan will hold the presidency of the Supreme Eurasian Economic Council. At the end of the meeting, the leaders of the EAEU member states have signed two important international documents. The first is a temporary trade agreement with Mongolia. The second is an economic partnership agreement with the United Arab Emirates.
It's an agreement which builds on strong bilateral relations. The momentum was there. So the growth in our non-oil trade went from almost $7.5 billion 3 years ago to $29 billion last year. And with this agreement, we're just going to take it to the next level. Liberalization is really high. We're talking about almost 95% liberalization from both sides.
We're lucky enough to ask the Eurasian Economic Council Board Chairman and former Prime Minister of Kazakhstan, Mr. Tokayev, about the long-term effect of agreements signed today.
We just mentioned that we have signed trade agreements with countries like Mongolia and the United Arab Emirates. These agreements cover about 93% of our exports. This means we can now supply our products to the UAE at preferential tariff rates, which will generate around $3 billion annually for the entire EAEU. Of course, the figures vary by country, but overall, the benefits are substantial. A similar situation is observed with Mongolia, where tariff preferences cover nearly 95% of our exports, which amounts to about $2 billion.
Economic integration will be key in the EAEU dialogue, with a strong focus on diversifying partnerships and expanding the geography of cooperation. That's everything we wanted to tell you for now. See you soon. Bye.